I feel very happy that I'm sitting with our next Miss Universe Pakistan.
I can be a very desi girl, and some of my desi friends get surprised. हम ढोलकियों पे टप्पे गा रहे होते हैं, and they're like, "How do you know this song from the 80s?"
Last year feel किया था because when I was walking the burkini and my gown कि वहाँ पाकिस्तान का कोई flag नहीं था क्योंकि यहाँ से कोई नहीं गया था. Pakistani music industry is booming like anything, like it's growing.
I feel like I have a childhood nostalgia towards Ali Zafar.
For me, it would be Ali Sethi. I feel very happy that I'm sitting with our next Miss Universe Pakistan. So बहुत खुशी हो रही है, and you can see that I have a smile on my face throughout. So I'm very, very happy and very excited.
Me too. I'm overwhelmed. I'm grateful. I'm excited. I feel like geared up and charged. It feels unreal.
Yeah.
This feels like a dream a little bit right now.
मेरी जो journey start हुई थी वो बहुत different थी, but again I think when you start something, it's never easy. तो मुझे of course जो है obstacles थे, different चीज़ें थी, but we made it and now we have our second queen.
Here we are. Yeah, my journey, from what I hear from Erica, मेरी काफ़ी आसान थी. उन्होंने मुझे बहुत help guide किया था, and it just kind of all came together very seamlessly. I think क्योंकि एक साल पहले हो चुका था, this year was really smooth. Erica told me everything I might need to know, like this is what we did last year, so this is what you can expect. So I feel very lucky that I have my mentor here right now to tell me what's going to happen. So thank you so much for paving the way.
It's your journey now.
I think, well, obviously Erica is one of the judges, so she wasn't really able to give me specific details, but more just about what kind of trainings I should be doing, what kind of clothes you should be wearing, people that are in the industry that you can speak to for advice. So just kind of pointing me in the direction of different resources and tools and people that might be of help. And mostly I'd say a lot of just mental preparation, like don't freak out, don't be nervous. I was nervous too. That is really what helped me because it's just really nice to know that someone's been through that before and that everyone feels nervous. I was very terrified in the pageant.
So was I. क्योंकि again first year था and the situation was completely different. तो जो मेरे पास tips थी और जो मैंने the things that I went through, तो मैंने कोशिश की कि मैं उनको guide करूँ ताकि वो सारी चीज़ें ना वो face करें जो मैंने last year की.
बिल्कुल, yeah, exactly.
I think खाली पाकिस्तान में नहीं, I think women in general हर मुल्क में जो है वो different issues होते हैं. हमारे पास जो मैंने personally जो issue वो face किया था कि एक तो लोगों ने I think स्टार्टिंग में इतना इसको सीरियसली लिया नहीं, एंड दे वर जस्ट लाइक क्योंकि मिस यूनिवर्स इज़ एन इंटरनेशनल प्लेटफॉर्म, तो बाकी कंट्रीज जिस तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करती हैं उन्होंने सोचा, अज्यूम किया कि शायद मैं भी उस तरीके से करूँगी. बट फॉर मी माई कंट्री कम्स फर्स्ट एंड द कल्चर एंड द नॉर्म. जैसे मैं खुद बड़ी हुई हूँ, आई हैव ऑलवेज लिव माई लाइफ इन कराची, तो जो मेरी जो टीचिंग्स थी मैंने वही कोशिश की कि मैं आगे अच्छी तरीके से रिप्रेजेंट करूँ. जिन चीज़ों के साथ मैं कंफर्टेबल थी एज एन इंडिविजुअल, उन चीज़ों को भी मैंने साइड पे रखा बिकॉज अगेन मैं वहाँ पे अपनी कंट्री रिप्रेजेंट कर रही थी. तो आई गिव द सेम टिप्स टू नूर एज वेल कि ऑफ कोर्स अब तो लोगों को मतलब इतना इशू नहीं, एक्सेप्टेंस आ गई एंड एवरी ईयर इट विल बी मोर एंड मोर एक्सेप्टेड एंड सेलिब्रेटेड जस्ट लाइक वी आर सेलिब्रेटिंग यू नाउ. सो आई एम वेरी हैप्पी दैट दिस ईयर इट हैज़ बीन वेरी स्मूथ.
Yes, मैं डेफिनेटली थोड़ी नर्वस थी क्योंकि उन्होंने बहुत बैकलैश फेस किया था पिछले साल. तो I said, do I voluntarily want to expose myself to negative criticism? Do I have the mental strength to push through that? Because what she did last year is nothing short of courageous and brave. So I did think about it a bit, but the opportunity is too important for Pakistan. And when we actually met a few months ago, and by chance I met her.
By chance, बहुत interesting story.
वो एक दूसरा story हम आपको बताएंगे बाद में कि हम कैसे मिले. It was crazy.
मुझसे ये सवाल बहुत लोगों ने पूछा. You're not the first person that you're really going to feel it, that you'll be giving your title and your crown to someone. But I think I was mentally prepared for it क्योंकि एक चीज़ start हुई है, so I wanted to continue. I want my country to be represented every year. And again, मेरी अपनी expertise है. I have my own personality. She is a different person. So जिस तरीके से मैंने represent किया, उससे different ये represent करेंगी. जो चीज़ें मैंने share की हैं.
I was just saying I can attest to that because all the girls were noticing Erica was just radiating pride and happiness. She was just excited, and I'm imagining it must be such a great moment for you to pass it on because you've built this legacy with Josh and his team. So to see it carry through for another year, it means that, you know, something solid is being built, a tradition is being built.
Absolutely.
And there's so much opportunity and scope for Pakistan to be represented on the stage.
Yes.
Well, I mean, she shared, I would call her at like 3 a.m. like, Erica, I'm feeling this way, is this normal? She's like, it's normal, you're fine.
As long as kapra or juto ki baat hai, she's very tall.
I'm very tall. Her
So of course
shoes
she's
will not fit me.
But again, what I can share is my mind, my thoughts, and whatever I've experienced. Of course, you know, that's the first thing. In fact, Noor ne mujhe 3-4 dafa call bhi ki hai raat mein, like 2 a.m. call, 3 a.m. call ke you know, mujhe bata dein. And I was very happy because again, you know, I want her to be the best and
in my defense, Erica ne खास कहा था कि मुझे जब भी फोन करना हो कर लो. तो 2 बजे I was like, okay, she said it's fine, so I'm calling her.
I was like, I'm available for you 24/7. Whatever information and guidance you need from my end, I will give you.
I don't think I could have a better support system than Erica, because I'm sure you're right. It must be difficult to pass your crown on. You might resent the next queen. I think Erica's genuinely, you could see it. She's genuinely very excited and very supportive. I can say that the other contestants, the other 8 girls that I was with, the sisterhood, the bond was so shocking to me. The girls were so generous with their clothes, their makeup, their time, emotional support. We would huddle and share our feelings. So the whole environment of the pageant was not toxic and competitive. It was like a shared experience, and it was really memorable. Do you want to tell it?
Yes. So we were actually shooting, because I'm a fashion model, so is Noor. So we were shooting for the designer Sania, and that's where I met her for the first time, and she had no idea about Miss Universe Pakistan के pageant है उस time पे application submit हो रही थी. So throughout the shoot, because you know I was one of the judges as well, तो बस मैं नूर को जो है ना अपनी observe कर रही थी how she, and throughout the shoot she was very professional, very outspoken and soft kind, like I could sense her personality. And that's the time when I asked her that, do you know about Miss Universe Pakistan? And she was like, what is it?
I was like, I know you're Miss Universe Pakistan. That's it. That's all I know.
तो उनको पता नहीं था, तो मैंने उनको encourage किया that you should definitely apply. I can see the spark. And she was like, really, should I? And that's how she submitted her application. And look where she's here with the crown.
I can't believe it. You know what's crazy is I wasn't even supposed to be in Pakistan that day. I was in London. I had taken a bit of a holiday. And you know, I had requests coming in. I wasn't even going to come to that shoot. And I think if we hadn't met at that photo shoot, I don't think I'd necessarily be here today. But so you know, it was fate.
They say it was written into destiny.
I guess I believe in it now. I believe in destiny. So मैं बहुत different countries में बड़ी हुई हूँ, because my parents work. We'd move every three years basically. So I've spent like pockets of time in Pakistan. मैंने 3rd grade से लेकर 6th grade में I was in Islamabad. We're always in Islamabad. I did my O and A levels from Islamabad. So I've spent like 7 years as a younger kid in Pakistan. Or I was living in a bunch of countries. I lived in the US, which is why I sound like this. I lived in South Africa, Romania, the UAE, Canada, Singapore, Portugal, and I spent the most of the last 8-9 years in London, because I did all of my degrees there. I used to work there. So I've moved a lot, but I was lucky enough to have parents who were quite traditional and taught me about, you know, Pakistani culture. हम घर में उर्दू में ही बात करते हैं, तो it's something I'm brushing up on now, क्योंकि इतने साल बाद I'm a bit out of touch. लेकिन yeah, we have a very like desi mahal, and I can be a very desi girl, and some of my desi friends get surprised. हम ढोलकियों पे टप्पे गा रहे होते हैं, and they're like, how do you know this song from the 80s? तो कुछ ना कुछ है. It's really nice to be back in Pakistan. I officially moved back in October, and I started modeling, and I moved back here to become an actor. Projects in Pakistan, I think there's a really exciting time for this industry. It's evolving. The types of stories we're telling are exciting. They're real, they're raw, which is part of the reason I moved back to act in Pakistan. I think the scope is really exciting. Ideally, you know, I want to work internationally. And kind of represent Pakistanis in the entertainment sphere internationally, because we're not really anywhere to be seen. There are very few actors that represent us internationally, so that's always been my objective.
A lot of people still in Pakistan, I'm sure हर साल के साथ ये clarification आएगी, but a lot of people still think that it's a beauty pageant, so it's all about how you look, how tall you are, and how your walk is. I mean, वो तो हैं चीज़ें हैं, but the show that you see on the TV is just for entertainment. It's a live show.
Yeah.
But जो असल जो काम होता है is behind the cameras, where you talk about your advocacy, what can you do, how can you bring a change and be the change, or what are your qualities that will inspire other women all around the universe. So I think it's all about more about that than just being beautiful.
I fully agree. Yeah.
यही कि हर लड़की आए और participate करे, because I think this platform, Miss Universe specifically, welcomes everyone from different background, different cultures. There's no age limit, so we welcome everybody.
Everyone.
Right? So I just have a message for all the girls कि if you think you have the potential, and just don't be scared, we are there to help you, guide you, and throughout सबकी journey, I think सबकी stories really inspires everyone. So I would recommend everyone to apply next year and just be motivated, and trust me, if you have the light in you, it will shine.
I fully agree with what Erica's saying. I think, there's a responsibility with this title, and you're representing a country that has its cultural nuances and sensitivities. It's a Muslim majority country, so I hope everyone can be at ease knowing that we will fully always respect those nuances and where things that people will be proud to watch. We want Pakistan to enjoy the show and be comfortable with what their queen is wearing, so we fully intend to embrace that and respect that.
And not just from Pakistan, in fact, puri dunya se people really enjoy the burkini around, right?
Yeah.
Because I believe it's not what's on the outside, it's what on the inside, and how you portray yourself, how you perform. So I think clothes and it doesn't really matter.
Fully, yeah. I think the fact that Erica wore a burkini is almost challenging some of the stereotypes about beauty pageants, that women have to, expose themselves and be objectified as beauty objects. I think Erica wore such a sophisticated burkini last year and still managed to look, glamorous and beautiful.
In November, Miss Universe, the competition is taking place in Mexico.
Yep.
And I would just encourage everyone, क्योंकि मैंने खुद last year feel किया था, because when I was walking the burkini and my gown, so the whole universe and the audience was, of course, they were cheering, they were happy. But जो मैंने feel किया था कि वहाँ पाकिस्तान का कोई flag नहीं था, क्योंकि यहाँ से कोई नहीं गया था. Kyunki again, dynamics were different and the situation was different, but this year, thank God that everyone has, already started celebrating you. So I would encourage everyone कि आप जाएं, Mexico का visa लगवाएं and go with the flag loud and proud, because Noor Xarmina will be representing your country, Pakistan.
I need to see subs in the crowd everywhere.
Cheering
Hopefully.
for Pakistan,
Please come, please everyone. I hope they all come to support. It makes a difference, I think. Yeah.
Definitely. They see wedding plays. I'm a huge fan of Guru Randhawa. So
Okay.
I love his songs. I love the song Patola, though I don't understand Punjabi, but I'm obsessed with Punjabi songs.
For me, it's a sad song though.
It's okay.
Mine is called Mola Mera Mola, but it's a very
Oh,
sad song.
I love that song. I
Gets
love
me
that
emotional,
song.
yeah.
There's one thing that I would want to add, that our Pakistani music industry is booming like anything. Like it's growing. हम हर जगह पूरी दुनिया में I think we're the best. और मैं सबसे ज़्यादा पाकिस्तानी music ही सुनती हूँ.
I feel like I have a childhood nostalgia towards Ali Zafar, so that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, and if I had to pick and choose one, I think for me it would be Ali Sethi.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good choice. Oh, I'm guilty. I will admit I stole a ding dong bubble once. My parents didn't give me my pocket money that day, and I needed the gum.
मैंने कोई चीज़ चोरी नहीं की, but what I used to do growing up, because I have siblings, I have sister, तो मैं पैसे अपनी पॉकेट में जल्दी ख़त्म कर लेती थी, and I used to tell my, go to them and be like, oh, मेरे पैसे कहीं घूम गए. I don't know if we
White
told
lie.
Yeah, Bollywood movies, so
Something from Sanjay Leela Bhansali. It's really, really hard to pick.
it's hard to pick one. I have so many. Like I used to love comedy movies in early 2000. I loved Hera Peri. I don't know if you watched it.
I haven't seen that one.
No?
No.
You should. It's very funny.
Okay.
Also, there's so many. It's again hard and pick. It's hard to pick one.
Pick one. For me, it's maybe Ram Leela, just
Ram.
because of the songs, the dance, the clothes.
I think जो सबसे अच्छी memory वो थी जब top 20 में मेरा नाम उन्होंने लिया था, not just because I was in the top 20, but जब मैंने stage पे flag देखा था. I think that was a very emotional moment because everyone, the whole audience and the whole auditorium was just cheering for Pakistan, and when I saw the flag, that made me very, very emotional. I think for me that was the time where I was like, yes, I think we've made it.
One of the most famous drama schools in the world. I took a chance, I applied, I got in, I was shocked. And when I finished my diploma, I felt just really connected to my passion. I've always wanted to be an actor, and I was really just emotional because I went on this intense journey with some of the other students that went there, and we we had all kind of quit our jobs and were not the right age. So it felt really good to follow my passion and see it materialize into something real.
Karachi for food and for roads Lahore because I drive and Karachi roads are pretty like.
And for everything else, Islamabad, I have to say.
Oh, I love Islamabad.
That's my home city, yeah.
Bachpan mein I was more close to dad, but I think growing up I was more closer to my mom because I think she's always been my biggest support system. Also, when stepping into modeling field was a little surprising for my dad, but my mom was the one who really supported and pushed me. And think the person I am today is just because of my mom. So now I'm more attached to my mom.
Maybe the dono, I'm very attached to both my parents. Like in relationship, thoda different. My dad is like my protector, who I come to for big things, and he's always been super supportive. My mom knows every single detail of my life. She's like my therapist on speed dial at any given moment. So it's both.
Biryani for life. I love biryani.
I would say nihari. Biryani kha ke shoots mein I can't eat it anymore. वो shoots में हमें
हमेशा बिरयानी मिलती है. Mostly.
Only.
It depends. So when I'm working, I love to be a morning person, but weekends, of course, I'm a night owl.
I'm a night owl fully, but I'm trying to be a morning person.
You should also try mixing Western and Eastern both.
Fusion.
Yeah, fusion. I love fusion.
For me, it's Western all the way, just because that's always what I've worn, so I understand it better. I can style it a bit better.